Hi students, welcome back to my class. I am Nitya Lakshmi Naik. Today we will be learning class 6th geography chapter 1, that is the earth in the solar system. Students, when we see the sky after the sunset, first we can notice one or two bright dots are shining in the sky. Very soon we can notice the number is increasing and we cannot count them at all. The whole sky is filled with the tiny shining object. Some are dim and some are bright, and they all appear to be twinkling. But when we see them very carefully, we can notice that some of the bright objects do not twinkle as others do. They just they simply glow without any flicker, just as the moon glows. Look at this picture. In this picture, we can see numerous bright dots are shining in the night sky. Along with these bright shining objects, we can also see the moon on most of the days. And the moon appears at different times, in different shapes and at different position. And we can see the full moon only once in about a month's time. That is called as a full moon night or Purnima. This is full moon night or Purnima. And a fortnight later, we cannot see the moon at all. So this night or this is called as a new moon night or Amavasya. On this particular day, we can see the night sky very clearly. Look at this picture. This is new moon night or Amavasya. On this day, we cannot see the moon at all. We can see the night very clearly. Then students, then why we can't see all these shining objects during the daytime? Yes, it has a reason. Students, the very bright light of the sun does not allow us to see all these shining objects during the daytime, okay? Because the bright light of the sun does not allow us to see all these shining objects during the daytime. Next, let us understand about the celestial bodies. See students, the sun, moon and all the planets or all the shining objects shining in the night sky are called the celestial bodies. Okay, the sun, the moon, all the planets, all the shining objects which are shining in the night sky are called the celestial bodies. Okay, next let us understand about the stars. Students, some of the celestial bodies are very big and very hot. They are made up of hot gases and they have their own heat and light, and which they emit in the large amount. These celestial bodies are called stars. Okay, the sun is also a star. In this picture, we can see a number of stars are shining in the night sky. Stars have their own heat and light. This is a picture of sun. As I told you, sun is also a star. Students, countless twinkling stars which are shining in the night sky and the sun are similar. Then why we don't feel their heat and light, and why they look so tiny when we compare with the sun? Because all these twinkling stars are very far from us when we compare with the sun. The sun is the nearest star to the earth. Students, next let us understand about the constellations. A group of stars forming various patterns is called constellation. Example, Big Bang or Urza Major or Saptarishi are the example for the constellation. A group of stars forming a various pattern is called a constellation. Look at this picture. It is a picture of constellation. Name of this constellation is Saptarishi, means 7 sages. Here we can see a group of 7 stars. Students, in ancient time, people used to determine the direction during the night time with the help of the stars. The North Star indicates the north direction, and it always remains in the same position. So this North Star also called as a pole star. In this picture, the arrow mark shows the pole star or north star. We can locate the position of the pole star with the help of the Saptarishi. Then solar system. Solar system. Student, Sol. Sol means in Roman mythology is the sun god. Sol means in Roman mythology sun god. So solar means it is related to the sun family. Okay, the solar means it is related to the sun, or it is belongs to the sun family. Okay, the sun, 8 planets, their satellites, asteroids, meteorites, all they form the solar system. Okay, the family of the sun is called as the solar system. So the head of the solar system is the sun. In this picture, we can see the family of the sun, means this is the picture of the solar system. In this picture, we can see the sun, planets, their satellites, asteroids, meteorites and dwarf planets. Dear students, as I told you, the sun, planets, their satellites, asteroids, meteorites form the solar system. The head of the solar system is the sun. The family of the sun is called as the solar system. Students, next let us understand about the sun. Sun is the central part of the solar system. The sun is very huge and made up of extremely hot gases. As I told you, our earth receives heat and light from the sun. Students, look at this solar system carefully. As I told you, the sun is in the center of the solar system. We can see the sun is very huge and made up of extremely hot gases. And the sun provides the pulling force that binds the solar system. And the sun is the ultimate source of heat and light for the solar system. But the tremendous heat is not felt so much by us because despite being our nearest star, it is very far away from us. So the distance between the sun from the earth is about 150 million kilometers. Students, next let us understand about the planets. Planets. This word is derived from the Greek word planetia, which means wanderers. Planets. This word is derived from the Greek word planetia, which means wanderers. Students, some of the celestial bodies do not have their own heat and light. They receive heat and light from the star. These bodies are called the planets. Some of the celestial bodies do not have their own heat and light. They receive heat and light from the stars. These celestial bodies are called planets. So our earth is also a planet. So our earth is receive heat and light from the sun. Sun is the nearest star to the earth. There are 8 planets in our solar system. They are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. In this picture, we can see the planets in order of their distance from the sun. First one Mercury, then Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and then Neptune. Students, before August 2006, we were studying there were 9 planets in our solar system. But International Astronomical Union has taken decision that Pluto is not a planet, it's a dwarf planet. So afterwards, there are only 8 planets in our solar system. Okay. This is a picture of Pluto. Actually, Pluto is a dwarf planet, not a planet. Let us end the class here. The remaining part we will continue in the next class. I hope you have understood the topic very well. So let's meet in the next class. Bye.